Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Friday night game of Consequences of Chaos. Plenty of chaos. We're just waiting for the consequences to drop. And they already may have, seeing as how we've already killed one of our party members. Maybe? We don't know for certain, but we'll find out tonight. But before I hand this off to Robert and we jump into that, and before anybody asks, yes, I am unmuted, and yes, we are live. The little map here in the middle of the screen, we brought that to you through Roll20, and Roll20 allows us to, share our battle maps we may have created, artwork we may have picked up, is like the vampire game, map views from Google Map, anything to immerse our players in the game and to keep our viewers enlightened as what's going on. We can play in the Roll20 and share it on the screen here. Those little miniatures that are in the middle of the screen there. Not the little flying serpents, but the others. Those are created in Hero Forge. Hero Forge allows you to create custom minis that you can pose, give equipment to, paint, however you want to, anywhere from fantasy all the way up to like sci-fi. And if you're a subscriber, you can turn that into a digital version that you can use in your digital games. Another sponsor I like to give a shout out to is GUI Cube. GUI Cube is a 5th edition world named called Zyothe. Is created by the company and over the last several years has been expanded upon by the community itself. So you never know. You might have a DM out there that's running a game for you and got that one tavern you love running into every campaign he's been in, or maybe it's a long running campaign and you always go back to it. Who knows? Maybe that particular tavern might actually find its way into the world of Zyothe, or it might already be there. Down below, if you're watching us on Twitch, there are two things. One, in chat, you got a little bubble looking thing. Click that thing. The longer you watch any of our programs here on Twitch, you can click that, collect points. Those points can be spent on tonight's game to increase the chaos, if you will. Whether it be disadvantage or advantage to the DMs or the players, or magic items, GUI items, or GUI rewards. Check out the prices of them, and you can, spend those points to help us out. Now, mind you, Kindred as well as Torg have not got anything set up for that yet because none of us can really agree on what can be used in those particular games that would require an outside interference. Plus, some people don't like outside interference, so we want to make sure we keep everybody on the game pleased and happy. Also down below we have a link for our website as well as Extra Life. Right there next to the bio that tells you a little bit about us and what our shows are. Click that Extra Life campaign. It runs a year long. Allows you to give to the Children's Miracle Network when you can and when you want to. Robert, I think that's pretty much all my rambling I can do for the day. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to you as I try to eat this homemade banana pudding. With a straw. And you're muted.
You're muted, Robert.
Okay, well, this campaign takes place after the events of Out of the Abyss and third season of Adventurers League. And our characters now are trapped in a domain of dread. And
it's Vanessa's fault.
Thanks to one of the characters who was on a mission.
Vanessa.
In the last, well, actually, does anyone? Well, let's first introduce people, and then we can get into recaps. So, Curtis, you are up front.
Oh, I think I'm unmuted. Yes, I think I'm unmuted.
What?
Yes. My name is Curtis Ross, and I am playing Sulax. He is a brash dragonborn paladin of Bahamut. He smited Vanessa several times. Great times were had.
Alright.
Dan.
Alright, I am Dan Latham, also known as Shudder Dagar, and in tonight's game I am portraying a little fella who looks like a construct, but isn't a construct. He's an auto gnome, and not only is he an auto gnome, he's an auto gnome artificer who likes to walk around carrying a little cannon on his shoulder that shoots out healing, or fire, or whatever, but the group tends to like the healing. And he's a little confused at the moment, so you gotta bear with him. That's him.
Okay.
I'm sorry, his name is Easy. I didn't even say that.
Marcus.
Hello. My name is Marcus Scott. Tonight I'm playing Vanessa Sinclair, Vasanti gypsy woman from the land of Barovia who may or may not have some afflictions upon her. And
Undead. Did I say that out loud?
really loves her party. Or does she?
Yeah, this is kind of the
Yeah.
question we have at hand right now is whether or not it was the right one who shot the fireball or not.
And then our self-declared group leader.
Well, of course I'm the group leader. I'm Charlotte. I'm an astral elf, which means I'm pretty. And my companions. Oh, I'm a bard too. I love to talk. I love to sing. I love to dance. I love to have sex with the big guy in the plate mill, not Sulax.
Yeah, verify that.
Well, I mean, he's a little skelly for me, so I'm just not sure if that would work. But yes, we do have to figure out if our companion is going to live or die at this point because we killed something that looked like her, or we killed her, and then there's something out in the hallway that looks like her, oh no, it's in bed now. Oh, that's right, she's in bed because we had to rest because we were tired from fighting her.
I mean, you take a fireball to the face, it's kind of what happens. You need to get a little bit of rest.
All I saw was a bright light, and the next thing I knew, I was getting up off the ground.
Yeah, not all of us are dragonborns that can just suck some of that crap in.
Okay.
You know.
But
so does somebody
It'd
want
be
to
like
recap?
that.
I think I did the recap last week, didn't I?
So, we left the dining hall, and we crossed over the bridge that was, over the hallway below. And it was all weird, go in one door and then there's a door over there, and real strange. So, we get down there and we're looking around, and all of a sudden, plop goes a little green slime. Plop goes a little green slime. Like, just kind of all around certain people. And then a bunch of black puddings, which was great. I almost lost my armor, which was not great.
Not to be confused with banana pudding.
Yeah, exactly.
Ew.
Hey, that looks good. I love me some banana pudding. But yes, we dealt with all of that, and after that, we found a oven that looked a little strange. So of course we do the right thing, and we go through the oven and find ourselves being attacked by tables, some knives, and another oven that almost killed us with some fire breath of swords. That was real fun. So we destroyed that stuff and proceeded to rush out of there. We found a large round door at the end of the hall, and we found a few different areas. We found an area that had a whole bunch of goblins that had like a red mark, and they were working and being bossed around by some red fiendish maybe looking things. They had wings that were more ceremonial looking than anything. So we kind of went and waved a hand in front of one of them. Nothing happened, and then looked over, and there was one by the mist, and just got grabbed and he yanked away. So we left. We didn't do anything about that. We just left. They're expanding the place. Cool, I guess. All right. We then went and found ourselves talking to Guillaume. He was running the armory, and he's like, "Hey,
shit, he even
I
remembers the
can
names.
teach you how to fight if you want to fight." And everyone else but me, I was just kind of watching what they were saying. They're like, "Nah, no, we're leaving." Okay. No reason to stay there. That's fine. We went out. We went and looked around, and he did tell us if we end up wanting to find somebody to look for Charles Danderville. He's the keeper of the family lore, as it is. So if we find him, he's a person to talk to. So we then circled around this area and came across a woman named Maga de la Vania,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh,
Magadella.
D'Amberville.
Sure.
Last names are always D'Amberville.
We found a lady. She was asleep, arms crossed, looking dead. Turned out she wasn't dead, but she has this fear of being buried alive. So after talking
Not
to
anymore.
her, yeah, we talked to her and left her a big old note saying, "Hey, don't bury me. I'm not dead." And Vanessa was like, "Hey, is there something you can give us to try and find this person?" And she got a cursed amulet, which was great. She can't take off the cursed amulet.
Yes, you can.
No, she can't.
No, she can't.
We can take it off of her.
We gotta move her head first.
Well, you can take it off the dead one.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Great. So
whether
two of
that
you
was the real
first.
Vanessa or not, who knows? So yeah, we kept going around. We found a treasure room that had a whole rigmarole of weird stuff inside it. None of it seemed particularly magical. I don't think. But yeah, we did end up finding a spiral staircase that led us back to the weird lady that was playing dead but not dead. And then we entered a room that had a I forgot the name of the undead, but
Odok.
yeah, an Odok, and took care of that, and then started looking around, and Vanessa was like, walking over, "Hey, a mirror," whoosh, and now there were two. We downed both of them and killed one of them after a long fight. We killed the one that fireballed us, but it's hard to tell because the one that said, "Hey, best buddy, old pal Sulax, I'm the real one." And it's like, well, obviously you're the fake one because I have to kill you now. And then I get fireballed by a different one. So now it's just like, should we kill them both?
Well, technically, you did kill them both.
I downed her. I did not kill her.
Yeah, I know, because
I smited the shit out of her.
and then of course the fireball damage. 2 death saves down the drain.
But that wasn't me. The fireball wasn't me. The fireball was Vanessa. Green, orange.
So would that be considered suicide?
Who knows? But yeah, we tied up Vanessa, hogtied, bound, gagged, no ability to cast magic whatsoever, and rested for a while. We don't need to sleep anymore. We don't need to eat, but we took a rest for a while.
See, now you know how I feel. So during the rest, though, Easy is inspecting this mirror because he sees great potential in a
I
mirror like
smashed.
this. Yes, I know. I'm looking at the pieces.
Okay. That was one thing I did not mention is that I did smash the mirror.
Yeah, because
Like,
because there's a potential there. Can you imagine the potential of merchandising you can have with a mirror like this? Give me all your magic stuff.
Oh.
And I
think
stand in
got-
front of the mirror
I
and
got one.
poof.
Okay.
Then you can just slaughter me if you need to, or hey, you could put me to work somewhere. Wait a
All
minute.
that's holy.
Here we go.
and
It'd be
I
Sulax and the
have-
7 Gnomes.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Nobody likes the idea of Sulax and the 7 Gnomes?
Sounds good.
Okay.
But we did
Bro,
get
did
our
you get
long
my
rest,
note?
though, right?
I was dealing stuff, but
Yeah, no, I ended up with 2 of those, so I had the one already. So
sure. Just send it over to me.
I did.
Or
I
put-
don't know how to
no.
get rid of it, so I just gave it to you.
Or just go in and drop it, Marcus. Oh.
I know what I'm doing.
Do you?
No, not the slightest.
Okay. So we will leave this out because things are not as they seem. So we have no idea what's going on with Vanessa. So, let us get into game. Y'all have just completed a long rest, and the Vanessa you downed but is still alive is regaining consciousness.
And sees me wearing some of her stuff.
Is there is there any form of decomposition on the dead Vanessa?
No.
Yeah.
Charlotte?
She's awake.
What?
It's awake. She's awake. They're
Dude.
awake. I don't know.
What's the plan? Do we?
Well, you gotta look. We gotta kind of need one of them to get out of here, probably, maybe.
I'll walk over and take the gag off.
Oh, that's right, you were bound and gagged.
Yeah. Hog-tied, bound, gagged. No way to cast
Well,
magic,
buddy.
hopefully.
And she. I mean, how are you supposed to get the save for it if her mouth's gagged? I mean, it's pineapple, right?
Yes, pineapple.
Oh wait, wrong game.
You mind untie me there, little buddy?
No, not at the moment. Kind of got a issue here.
Hurts. Ah.
Yeah, but so did the fireball.
What fireball?
The fireball that Sulax. She's
All right.
Charlotte,
I
somebody,
remember.
she's awake.
Yeah, do you not remember about 8 hours ago?
And like I said,
Yeah.
Easy looks like he's wearing some of your
Wait a
things.
minute. Oh, where am I?
What is he wearing? He's got your gauntlet on, and not your gauntlet, your bracers.
Okay.
And what was the other item?
Yeah,
There was
apparently
a
we're-
robe as well.
He's wearing the robe of defense and the bracers. So he's wearing your robe that seemed to have shrunk down to fit his size, and your bracers as he pulls your gag off.
So, Vanessa, the
Yes.
problem that we're having here is we don't know if you're going to try to kill us again.
I didn't try to kill y'all the first time.
You have hurt us before in the past. You have run away from battle before. So my problem is that you or your counterpart. I mean, it would still look like you. It still looked like you. It was you who cast that fireball that made me pass out.
I didn't cast a fireball.
You also spoke unlike you normally do.
So
What
let
do you
me
mean?
ask you this question right off the bat.
Okay.
Is Sulich your friend?
I consider him a friend.
Killer.
All right. Actually, I want to do an insight check, and I'm terrible at these. No.
Dan, did you get my message?
Yeah, I'm just trying to whisper the answer to you.
Okay.
This bowl of stuff in front of me is kind of making it hard to get to the keyboards. My fault.
I mean, I
Oh,
believe her. She
we're
says,
not as-
yeah, but
We're not close like, the rest of the party is. He's kind of despises me, but I still consider him a friend.
I don't know how to take this. I just don't believe anything anymore.
it's so perfect. We rolled the same fucking thing.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry, but it just. I mean, as many times as you've hurt this party, I just don't.
She's got better. She hadn't done it the last several encounters we've been in.
There was a fireball from her.
Not from her. From her.
Really?
From her. From her. Ugh! He
See?
walks away. Little smoke
There
coming
was a
out of his
fireball
ears.
cast by Vanessa.
But not that
Not
Vanessa.
this
One
but
of
that's
them
Vanessa.
is dead. Two of them might be.
Well, if just
Okay.
this out there.
So I want to ask you a question.
I mean, we
Who?
could make a cart and
Robert.
drag her along with us so she could lead us out of here.
Okay. I probably spelt the first word wrong.
Nah, don't worry.
Actually,
I don't want. If she's coming along with us, then she's gonna have to be able to defend herself and help us in combat without hurting us.
Have I hurt you at all this time we've been in here?
Oh, I'm not just talking about the times we've been in here. Again.
I've grown. I've changed since our first encounters.
Mm. I'm still mad at you getting that damn dwarf.
Dwarf.
Yes.
Dwarf, the naked one.
Oh, that one. I was like, dwarf. What dwarf did I get? Well, he's Uh, I
Question-
can introduce him to you.
Marcus, I have a question
Yes.
for you. Shit. I gotta ask you quietly so nobody else knows.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I walk over to Charlotte and I kind of motion with my finger, come a little closer, and I lean down and ask you quietly, has she confided anything in you that no one else but her and you would know?
No.
Okay. Then there's literally nothing that, she could say that only one of us would know.
Well, if they're exact copies of one another, wouldn't both of them know?
See, that's what I don't know because we didn't talk to the other. The other's, motions limply dead.
Did you catch that, Marcus?
Yep.
Okay.
I just don't know what to do. I mean, I know I'm the group leader, but decisions are hard when it comes to somebody's life that we're supposed to have value as a friend and companion.
At this point in time, you guys probably notice that Easy has ran from the bed, uncovers the body that's on the floor, and it's like picking up the arm and the leg and just like looking all over the place.
You okay?
Give me a minute.
I don't think the weird constructs of Jean-Claude or whatever his name is are made with actual body parts.
Hey,
They
Robert,
kind of were, but okay. Hold on. Still looking. Still checking. Poke, poke, poke.
Why isn't this popping up your name?
Because you're putting my actual name, not Easy.
I did
Yes.
put easy.
You put an E?
I Control C this and delete that.
So Scott, what?
Backslash or forward slash
Okay,
W.
there we go.
Yeah.
I didn't have the rest of your PPP5. Pop.
Well, you only need to put the E, so.
when the two Vanessas were fighting us, were they using different hands?
Yes.
Which way is Vanessa's normal hand use?
Hold on. Because
Hold on a second, let them
Easy
finish
goes.
their whisper.
I found it.
You found the thing? That's a dead body.
Yeah. Come look.
Okay.
Getting verification on it now. I left out a T.
You sent that to me. Is that where you wanted?
Yes, because I'm asking you the one on the ground.
Okay.
Just so you know, what I sent him is.
I mean, is there something that's supposed to be,
And Easy grabs a hold of the top of her shirt and pulls it down to where it covers, like, it still covers her chest because he's not, a creepy robot. Not by nature. But you notice a tattoo on her shoulder. It's right there. See? See? See?
Okay.
Okay, that's a tattoo. Go
Look what
over
fucking
to-
shoulder it's on.
I've never seen her naked.
Her shoulder is visible. I mean, it's...
No, it's not, because you had to pull her.
No, I
clothes
pulled it down so you
to-
can see both sides and see there's no other the markings. It doesn't go
Yeah.
all around.
I'll go over and then I will not strip her, but do the same thing. Pull it so you can see the shoulders.
Is your
see-
tattoo visible at all times?
You do see
Like coming up the
markers
neck a
coming
little bit or
up along
something?
the neck. Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys don't pay attention to anything, do you?
It was covered.
Not all of it.
Shit.
When you're in a fight, your arms move, and I saw the tattoo. You didn't
I'm
see
in
it?
the front. You guys are always, yonder.
Well, it's not my fault
doing-
you run straight into danger and worry about getting yourself killed and not worry about it.
Hey, I'm not good at, the whole,
Anyway, the tattoo
Magic.
on the body's on the wrong side.
Okay, and Scott,
Yeah.
you know that Vanessa is right-handed. The other one casts the fireball with her left hand.
Okay. So as those two are arguing, I go to the bed and I take out a knife.
Oh, we're killing her.
I take out a knife. I look, and when you turn around, I
Easy
look at
waits. She's the right one. Don't do that.
The sword is sheathed. I was simply just looking. It's just like, oh, so we are killing her now.
No, when you said that, Easy's like looking at Charlotte. No, don't kill her. She's the right one.
I take my knife. I look at Vanessa. I run the knife across her neck, not just dab across her neck,
Right.
not to the point of drawing blood, and
Right.
then turn her over and cut her loose.
Okay. So Vanessa has been released.
And she casts fireball.
Hey, I got all my smites. I'll go. Let's do it.
Again.
Vanessa 1 or 2 has been released.
I'm trusting you guys because I don't.
And then I cover the body back up, and I'll look at Sulek, kind of funny as I do, like, no, cover her back up.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, whatever.
And then.
Oh, and by the way, yes, I've seen both of them naked. They just don't realize it.
Pervert.
Easy.
No, they put me in the room thinking I was a toy.
Did they use you as a toy?
You tried.
Oh. Well.
Oh boy.
And then I
boy.
flip the coin back out. That's got Vanessa making that noise again.
Easy.
Oh, that was supposed to be a secret.
Easy.
Yes.
Give Vanessa her original items back.
She's wearing them. I never took them off of her. I took them off the dead body.
No, we took them off of her.
Oh, that's oops.
No,
Is there
we-
pulling
we-
stuff
we-
out of the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Yeah, we stripped her clean, I guess, except for normal clothes.
Right.
I would.
So yes, even though she just vanished on us.
Yeah, she turned invisible.
She's like,
fucking
"Fuck
off.
this."
She's gone. She's out of here. She's free. She's going. She's taking her chance.
So yeah, soon, you say that, and he's like, "No, I took the body. Oh yeah, that's right. I got him in the bag of holding." He starts pulling it out, throwing it on the bed. What, the necklace never came off though, did it?
No.
Robert.
I never tried to take it off because we know it's cursed.
Yeah, the necklace never came off either body, right?
Oh, I don't know that part.
We never specified it because we weren't even thinking about the necklace last week, but.
Yeah, she's beheaded. Did anyone care to try and attempt to remove?
Mm-mm. We know it's cursed. I'm not trying. I'm already dealing with a cursed item, so.
I mean, it could be worth some money. What's wrong with having it?
I mean,
You just
can
don't put it
sell
on. Exactly.
So yeah,
I just hope the curse isn't too bad.
Marcus, we also hand all your items back to you.
yeah. Charlotte goes, "Give her stuff back." I was like, "It's not her stuff. I took it off that one." And then, you go, "Oh yeah," and start pulling your stuff out of the bag of holding. So now there's a duplicate of your stuff. I'm just kind of throwing it
Okay.
away. I'm
You
just
didn't
waiting.
notice the damn tattoo when you taking off my stuff in the beginning?
I didn't.
I didn't
Didn't-
strip you clean.
I
They
didn't
did.
think about it. They were taking your clothes off.
I'm sorry, but the problem with that was I was hurt.
Well, to their defense, them, there's a fireball involved.
Who was the one that was trying to diffuse and calm everyone down?
I remember. That's why I brought you back.
And that's the issue.
I healed you when you went down and got like hit twice with fire and almost died and all that.
I am not a fan of having spells cast upon me. I'm trying to alter my state of memory.
I would prefer that
Or
over the
being.
fireball. Really, I would.
And if you're going to try and say something that doesn't normally come out of your mouth, that's a terrible
That was a
idea.
mistake.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize Dragonborns couldn't understand sarcasm.
This is Sulax.
Okay.
He doesn't even
No, I
understand
can't
comedy, let
understand
alone sarcasm.
I'm not that good at understanding sarcasm.
I mean,
jeez.
the other day I told him his tail was not in the way when he knocked me over, and he believed it.
By the way, I don't even have a tail.
Oh, that wasn't your tail?
Anyway,
You were really close to him, weren't you?
you know, he always loves to just stand between my legs, and I can't stop him.
I do. His tail keeps hitting me in the forehead.
But Vanessa, your
Yes.
sarcasm
I mean-
was
They don't have tails. I don't have a
missed
tail.
upon me
It's gotta be a
also.
tail.
Because normally when Sulax and you start talking, it usually ends up a argument of some sort.
I tried to extend the olive branch to him, but he's apparently hates oil. I don't know.
No, I hate being attacked with friendly fire.
No, it's something else. It had started on that day in town when he stood there staring off into nothing for a moment and then goes, "There's an undead over there." So, I mean, something along those lines.
Oh yeah, no, I got over that. It's the whole, being attacked with friendly fire. Yeah, I don't like that at all.
You mean the
I-
multiple castings of Arms of Adar that slapped the hell out of you?
Oh,
Yeah, that.
Though the ringing of the of it slapping you on the face was kind of funny though. I mean, I have to agree with Vanessa on that part.
Huh.
See, sarcasm.
Oh, that was sarcasm.
Yeah, sarcasm.
Oh.
And you have to understand, I was still new on my powers. I hadn't had control of everything. It was a reflex.
So am I.
No, you use smite a lot.
It's what I'm good at, but I'm still new to it.
No, you're not.
I'm just as new to my magic as I'm sure all of you are to yours.
Sure.
Besides,
Again,
I'm way
again.
younger than you all. Well,
Sarcasm.
except for Easy. Oh, really?
Yeah. That
Of
was
course, God, I hope you're not younger than I am. How old am I?
Yeah. I know that you're like 3, 4 months, 5 months.
No, I mean, I'm older than that. But I don't know
thought
about, I don't know about how much.
Yeah, and I know you do. You two, being what you are, tend to be older.
By the way, Robert, did we check the other items in the room?
No.
Well, yeah,
thank
no,
you.
you did. Y'all had found, I think, 250 gold of various
hmm
denominations and gemstones around the room.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
Yeah, just
I couldn't
little
remember.
trinkets, things like that, silver trinkets.
Do
Nothing
Okay.
big.
Who's
Okay,
what's it?
ladies, gentlemen, and people, and
Yeah.
easy.
What's up?
So, y'all two need to shake hands and make up.
Come here.
Nah.
I said shake hands.
I did.
I know he's not gonna let you hit them.
Is a fist considered a weapon?
Yes.
No. Shake hands, smite. No.
Come on, shake hands.
Yeah, I'll gladly shake your hand.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're good.
And
Now-
Easy walks up and just kind of hugs both your legs. There we go.
Get
I'll
your hands
pick
away from
Easy
that
up
stick
and-
again.
What?
Give Easy a hug.
I can't reach that high. He keeps his tail out of my face. We fine.
Right. So,
Okay.
I think
So why are we
ready-
here in this room?
Well, we were here to
To
rest
rest.
after you hit us with a fireball. I mean, after she and Easy points at the body that's laying on the bed now.
I think we were all fairly expended on what we could do. So.
It hurt really, really bad.
The other thing that y'all realize is you were not hungry.
Right, you told us that
I'm-
we were that way.
Just wanting to remind you.
But yeah, actually feeling it is.
Yeah.
Weird.
What's this hunger?
It's
you
like it's
speak
time
of?
for breakfast, but I'm not hungry for breakfast.
Yes. What's
So,
this?
so I say it's time. Let's finish this exploration.
Yeah.
I believe there's another door here somewhere. Yeah.
Yes.
Easy, buddy.
He's weighed out.
Yes.
Come check the door out. please.
You sure you don't want to just open it yourself? Like you guys have done a few times? Easy comes over and starts
Yeah.
investigating.
Again, you're passing by portraits of people.
Do they have names?
Yeah. Isabella de Amberville, Stefan and Matthew de Amberville. Yeah, I mean, you see names on all of them.
I'm looking for the one that we need to do. That's
Yeah.
the
So we can have a face to
the
go with the
person
name.
that we need to find.
On this floor, you do not see his name.
Yeah, Shawls
Excuse
is
me.
who we're looking
Yeah.
for.
Charles d'Amberville. He
So
is
it's a-
not.
13, check for traps.
Okay. No, there are no traps on this door.
Yep, it looks clear. And he will
Okay.
go ahead and, is it locked or not locked?
This door is locked.
Easy looks around, grabs his lock picks, looks over it. Charlotte goes,
Oh,
What?
guidance.
no, I mean,
Steps
do
away.
you want me to open the door?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So you also have guidance.
Yeah, so I'll roll the sleight of hand since that's the closest thing to it. And you said I had guidance in what? I don't think
You need the guidance.
No. I'll keep the
You open the door.
yeah, I'll keep the guidance
and-
in case I need it in a minute.
1 minute.
This way you can see what's over there.
It's a hallway.
Y'all can move into this hallway.
It's a series of hallways.
Yep, just moving around, letting everyone in.
You want to just tell me? Y'all direct where y'all are going to go.
Looking to see if there's a door.
Nope, you do not see doors.
Where about this one?
Split up, gang.
Oh yeah, sure. That sounds like a great idea in a place like this. Not.
Let's follow Vanessa. She's
Yep.
going this way.
Okay, Vanessa, you come across a window right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And through the window, there is a very pastoral setting. You see a sheep herder herding sheep in some alpine-like territory.
And another Vanessa comes towards the mirror.
Okay. I continue down.
Now, if you guys find another mirror, give me all your magic stuff and I'll go stand in front of it.
Okay.
I got a sword. And a rod.
Okay,
So-
you can keep going. There are no, you've not come across a trap. This window, hold on, when you're there, when you're in front of this window, on this side, you're seeing a really beautiful island, and you can see the ocean waves crashing upon the shore.
Okay. Huh.
What? What's the problem? Is that
Yeah, on the other side of this wall, when I looked through this window, it was a farmer with sheep. Now I see sea.
And anyone that passes these windows are seeing the exact same thing.
I mean,
Can
this
the
kinda
window
weird.
be opened?
Yeah, the window opens, and you from this side, if you're over here, from this side you smell the ocean. You can feel the warm breeze.
Going on vacation?
I just see if the window can open. But you
can
know
you
what?
can you stick a hand out of it?
I didn't try.
I'll grab a hold of your other hand in case it tries to rip you through.
Okay, and I will put my hand through.
There's a little bit of resistance, but you easily pass your hand through, and you can feel the warmth of the sun on your hand.
And I will walk around the corner and look to see if I see the hand sticking out the other side.
Nope.
This is weird. I need to figure this out.
Well, this might be a way for us to leave this place. This could be places to different areas, or it could be a memory of somebody or it could lead to a person's brain that their memory seeing this. It could be John Malkovich's stuff.
Who's John Malkovich?
Yeah, I know.
Vanessa, does this ring any bells for Dread Realm bullshit? I mean, this is your.
I think that was his way of going, Robert.
Dread Realms are Dread Realms. There's no telling what's going to happen in them. You've
Yeah.
never heard of this in any Dread Realm.
I haven't traveled all the Dread Realms. This one seems odd. However, Easy, do you think you could...
Easy's around the corner trying to figure out why there's no hand sticking out.
I don't know, did Easy go through the window?
No, he went over around the corner.
To see if my hand was going through to the other side.
Oh. Hey, Easy!
Yes. What's up?
Think you could probably replicate the windows for, like, our inn or something? So we can, like, sell rooms that has, like, a beach view or a mountain view or...
Give me about 10 minutes. And he pulls out his little notepad and sits down in front of the window and starts ritually casting Identify on the window.
Okay.
And
Figure
as
that's
he's
a
doing that, I take out my little drum and start doing the same thing for detect magic.
Mainly, he's just trying to identify it to figure out what kind of spells might be used to make something
Okay.
like this, and he's writing it all down in his notebook.
What this has done is it's created an extra dimensional space. You think what's on the other side is a room, not an entire universe.
Okay, so I'll hold up the bags. It's kind of like this, but a little different. So yeah, I might be able to do something like that. Would you want it at the tavern at our place, or just in
I
general?
think carrying your bag of holding through this window would be a really bad
Oh
idea.
yeah, when we go and be gone. Well, we wouldn't be gone. We'd end up waking up in the astral realm, the astral sea, and it's kind of hard to get out from
Isn't
there.
that where y'all from?
No, we're from Sigil, right? Sigil.
Yes.
Charlotte pronounces it some way, but that's not actually the astral sea. From my understanding, the astral sea is a bit of nothingness, and there's creatures that fly out there and eat you when you pop over there. I don't know.
It's the blank between the pages.
Sure, it's a good analogy.
So should we ask that guy, that sheep herder, whatever, the farmer, if he's Charles?
Is that who we're looking for? Charles?
So go back around to the other window, open it up. And say, hey, you Charles?
Charles.
Yeah. Well, I'll say Charles.
He's
Back
yodeling.
it.
Huh?
He's yodeling.
Oh, okay. He won't shut up.
Must be a bard of some sort, maybe? With the yodel?
Yeah, maybe you could outdo him and get him.
He says, you're late. But I don't think that's his name.
I close this side, go
Mhm.
over to the other side, and stick my head through.
And
Okay.
the window
You stick
shuts.
your head through, and it's about that point you start realizing that those sheep aren't moving. That man, he's yodeling, but he is not moving.
Okay, so I come back out and go, they ain't real people. I think that's an alarm spell or something, or maybe it's something that's
illusion.
oh yeah, one of those things maybe. I don't know. I'm not a big mage person.
You do a magic though all the time, don't you?
I do bard magic, not.
What's the
wizard
difference?
magic.
It's magic.
Oh, trust me, there's such a big difference.
There is. Okay. Darn.
It's almost like your magic.
No, I just do things that use magic. I'm not magic. That's silly. You're
Let's
silly.
keep going because I don't think we're gonna find that person here.
makes sense. Yeah, I'm good to follow.
Should we go straight or to the right, guys?
To the right.
Yes.
Okay, you see a staircase over here.
Okay.
Oh, and you did see a mirror up here, but you didn't look into it. You know?
Give me all your stuff. Give me your stuff now. Come on, give me your stuff.
You got all my stuff.
No.
No, he
Yes,
gave
give me all
that.
your stuff. The stuff you're wearing now too. Come on. And your musical instrument. Your instrument too. Come on.
I
Give me.
Can't get this damn necklace off.
Well, but if this happens again, wouldn't it just be her naked then?
No, not her. Give me the stuff.
Okay.
Take easy. If you're gonna step in front of that mirror, take off the magic items that you have on.
Why? Because then you won't
It'll
get
be
them.
easy to hit you.
Fine. He'll take his stuff off and stick it in the bag of holding.
And I'm looking at the thing that he's got welded onto himself, and making sure that if this does create another one of him and it's different, that I can notice that.
Okay. And you step in front of it. I mean, from the side where
Yes.
you are, it looks like it's a mirror showing the rest of this hallway. But Easy, do you step in front of it?
I do.
Okay, it no longer shows the hallway. You're looking at a hallway from another building. You're looking at a hallway that's much darker.
But I don't
There's
see.
a set of armor off to the side. You see somebody walking past. They don't seem to react.
He huffs because he's like, well, his semblance of a huff since he don't actually breathe. Well, that didn't work. And he starts just taking all their stuff out of the bag of holding and throwing it on the ground in front of him. Here you go. And he puts his
Put
stuff
yours
back
on
on.
too.
Yeah, he's putting his stuff back on. It's not a mirror. It's another one of those
Okay.
stupid fucking windows.
Vanessa, when you passed in front of that mirror, you immediately recognized it.
Oh.
It's a castle that you know very well.
Guys, we need to
What?
go.
We're going. Well, what's the rush? But just get your stuff back up off the ground.
Yeah.
What's the hurry?
Is there? This is window or mirror?
It's a mirror. When you look at it from the side, it's reflecting the hallway, but when you stand right in front of it, it's showing you a castle.
Easy touches
A
the mirror.
hallway and a castle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy reaches up and touches the mirror.
And you recognize somebody walking past it.
Who's walking past?
Oh, a very tall, elegant gentleman dressed in regal attire.
He likes to invite people over for dinner.
Yes.
Hey, Sulax.
Yeah, what's up?
Why don't you go ahead and break this mirror here?
Does,
Stand in front of the
does
mirror.
anything happen when I touch it?
No, nothing.
Okay.
I stand in front of the mirror.
What are you doing?
Okay.
What do you got to think about mirrors?
I don't block you. I stand over you like.
I know, but I know what you're about to do. You
No,
gotta-
I don't have anything out. I'm just looking at the mirror. What's going on? Why do I
Oh,
need to destroy this
the
mirror?
obvious vampire walking across.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walk over, I look at her, and I'm asking, what the? Oh, boom! Just haymaker right into the wall, right into the mirror.
The window shatters.
Okay.
Okay, Sulax. I have to talk to you about something, okay? There's this rumor in Sigil. And
I've had plenty of bad luck already. What's more to come?
yeah, well, that's another 14 years worth, and I think it gets worse if you break them within a certain time period. And if
That's
you're
fine.
if you're a perpetual mirror breaker, then I think you die. But I don't know for certain.
I mean,
And he
it's
just walks
fine.
off.
It's been like 15 years since the last one, so I should be good, right?
You remember that guy I was telling you about?
Yeah.
That's him.
Let's go kill him. I mean, Sulax likes
Well,
to do
the
that
mirror's
stuff.
gone.
Well, see, Sulax fucked it up. We could have gone through the mirror somehow, right? No, maybe not. And my hand wouldn't go through it, so I guess not.
I mean, were we gonna do something?
He's a bad guy,
Well,
and you like to
yes.
smite bad guys, and I think he's. Did you just say he was undead, right?
That dude was fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, he may have been all noble looking, but he was fucking terrifying.
You like to beat people like that up, don't you?
Only if they, you know, are an issue to me and others.
I miss seeing him. I could have written a song about him.
I'm sure.
Vanessa, did you know him? Can you tell me about him?
I can tell you about him. His name is Count Strad von Zarkovich.
Zarovich.
No idea who you're talking about.
He controls the realm I'm from.
Oh, okay. So he's a nice guy?
No.
No.
No. But he controls the realm. I thought only good guys control the realms.
I don't hail from a good realm.
Well, would you consider Asmodeus a good guy?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's keep going.
I mean, my dealings with the priesthood were quite nice.
Lawful, maybe.
I hear he likes to rock things.
No, he's the guy of second chances.
Kurt's like, please stop.
Keep going. That just caught me so fucking off guard. It was really good. It was really fucking good.
Robert.
I mean, Vanessa should probably start worshiping Asmodeus because it's the god of second chances.
I got Matt Jordan last night with they were talking about his gun jams or whatever for a mishap. He's like, well, it's a revolver, it doesn't jam. I said, no, it's probably just a laser rifle. For those who have seen The Mandalorian season 2, Matt Jordan's got a big issue with one scene in it where she's beating her rifle on the ground to try to unjam it. It is a laser rifle.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
you all right?
Oh yeah. So,
good.
where do y'all want to go now?
Well, we can't go through the mirror because he broke it, so I guess we'll go this way.
Well, there's a staircase back there, or there's more.
There's a staircase right here.
And there's more hallway to explore, but it seems like it's going around in patterns of sorts.
Well, we've been on this floor so long.
It's kind of
Going up.
labyrinthine.
Yeah.
Well, then again, we did go up and we did end up back in that gal's room, so...
Yeah, this place is weird.
I mean, what could go wrong?
Alright.
Why did you say that?
Hey,
Why
it's
did you
gotten
say
me this
that?
Far. What? It's gotten me
Okay.
this far.
You know when you
Vanessa,
say
if you're
that,
going to
things
be
go
the
wrong.
first one up, can you give me a die 6 roll?
Die.
Oh, excuse me, a die 4.
Okay. So you're just going to die 4 times.
Yes, give me 8d6.
Oh.
You are hit with this much lightning damage.
Okay, you go up and you come out in this room. Yeah, you can go through that door. I don't mind.
Okay. Do I see who I think I see?
No.
Okay.
They buried
You
her.
see, sitting at a desk, at this desk, so I'm going to move her.
Charlotte's standing
Sitting
on
at
his
this
head.
desk is a young 12-year-old man. And he looks up and says, "Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi,
Hello
down
there.
here.
Hi, I did not expect anyone to come in today.
Neither did
And
we.
who are you?
I am Matthew. Matthew Danville. You see on his desk
Jeez, is there a family tree like
all of
palm
these
tree?
drawings of
Is your family tree a palm tree? Is what you just
rooms,
said?
hallways,
Are you trying to map this place?
Oh no. I'm the architect. I'm expanding. My uncle has asked me to do so.
So, can you control how you get to the rooms?
What I'm not sure I understand. What do you mean?
We are trying to meet your uncle, I believe. It could be your father. I'm not sure.
My father is was Prince Stefan de Amberley.
Okay, not him. What was the guy's name again, guys?
Charles?
For Charles?
Oh, it's not Charles?
Over in the chapel.
Yeah, can you tell us
That's
how to
right.
get there?
Crazy lady that did this thing here said go to the church.
Well, you just go through the big round door into the garden, and from the garden go north into the chapel.
Yeah,
Could you
that was the
lead
same
us
direction
there?
she said. But
Well, we've gone through that a few times, and it's led us different places.
Oh, it has.
Yes.
Yes.
We got that, and I point at the cursed necklace, because that was supposed to get us to where we wanted to go, or at least help us get us to where we wanted to go.
My aunt's necklace.
She is alive. She is fine. She is not dead.
Oh, well, that's good. I mean, none of us can truly die here, so unless you step outside.
She thinks she's gonna get buried alive.
Oh.
Well,
I mean.
So don't worry. She's not dead. She is.
she's not dead yet.
Oh. No. Please, before you tell me of your experience. You say that you've gone through the circular door before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we killed her once. Pointing at Vanessa.
But that was
Knocked
after
her
we came through the
unconscious
door.
twice. You're probably wanting other information.
Like going through the
Yes, I'm
door.
not sure why you're attacking her.
It was a duplicate thingy.
It's more about going through the doors.
Cursed item, I think, was the reason. Anyway.
We went through the big round door and from where were we at the time?
We came through the mist. And
Hallway.
No, I don't think he wants to go that far back. I think he was asking about the round door, how we went through it and it didn't take us where we were going.
Yeah, it was the initial hallway to the expansion to here. Correct?
Oh, wait, you saw. You went
No,
through-
I'm just trying to clear this up for everybody.
Yes.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yes.
He takes something from his desk and puts it on the floor between y'all, and with just an incantation, it forms into a illusion, a three-dimensional illusion of the floor that's being constructed. This is what you saw. The bound creating the new floor, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, they're all like goblin-looking thingies, and they had the red demon-looking thingies, and
Yeah.
Okay, that's some of the bound.
A
Yeah.
couple of them got, taken away by some weird tentacly hand thingies.
Oh, they got close to the mist.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see.
we just thought it was Vanessa and her duplicate that we had to attack earlier in the mist doing it.
Well, I have a question. I mean, I've been developing so many different levels. What do you think this needs? Do you think it needs a conservatory?
Signs?
Or
Signs are good.
signs?
Yes, so you know where you're going.
Directional
Oh.
signs.
Well,
what I
mean,
said.
I guess I could add some.
I said signs.
It
What
could
kind of signs do
use
you use?
a tavern.
Do you have a spa?
No, we don't have a spa.
You organic.
Tavern, a spa, a bathhouse.
Oh,
You'd have a
do
place for
spa
all your
on the
bards to
east
play.
wing. Ooh, are there a lot of bards here?
I
Yes,
mean,
I think
yeah.
so.
We've encountered a few, haven't we?
Yeah.
Have we?
Yeah,
No,
we
I
totally
don't-
have. Yes.
My uncle has kept me in this room, so I don't really get out a lot.
Do you want to leave?
Well, I believe everyone in our family wishes.
No, this room.
Do you know?
Yes, I would.
Well, let's go.
Do you
Walk with us.
know-
But I can't open the doors.
Well, we can open it for you, and I walks over and tries to open the door.
It's locked.
Oh, pops out his little things and starts working it.
Okay.
I mean, I'd happily carry you on my back if that's what it takes to get you through the door.
Oh, well.
But I think, well, I say we. I
Dirty 20.
personally would like to see the all of you freed from this prison,
Yes.
so that
And
you can
that's-
go on about your merry way on your own lives, not
Well,
be stuck here in a form of purgatory.
It's my father's curse.
So it's not your curse. So I mean, we could leave your father here. Fuck that guy.
No. He cursed the entire family for his murder.
Oh.
My mother and my uncle killed my father and took the throne.
Did you not listen earlier?
Yeah. That was like, a few hours ago.
I mean, it feels
Yeah, I
like
have-
days, but yeah.
Question for you: can you only do this in this realm, or is this some magical ability you have as an architect in general?
Oh, well, I mean, I've been working on this for a long time. I can, as long as I have the bound and the Magman, I can direct them to build whatever I want.
How
Now,
do you
I
get
mean,
the
it is
bound?
here, but,
How do you get the bound?
Oh, that's my uncle, Simone. Or Simon.
Are
Well,
we
I was just
going
thinking-
to have our fucking outpost be?
See,
If we rescue you and the rest of your family and have you come stay at our keep, would you be able to use your powers to help expand that to?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, the realm that we're in definitely makes it easier to create. And then he starts going off on this dialogue about trans-dimensional spaces.
Yeah, and Easy's like,
And Ezoid, you quickly realize this kid knows a hell of a lot about math.
I understand near nothing what he's saying, but I'm listening intently, trying to understand.
Easy's
it.
like, maybe we can make a doorway or something at the and have an extra dimensional space there, and then you can expand on it, and we'd have like a city inside of a building inside of a complex, right?
A realm?
He looks at you. It's like, it's interesting.
Just gotta make sure that everybody reads the sign that says "Don't take your bags in there."
Oh, what type of bag?
The bag of holdings, you extra dimensional spaces, and the thing goes poof.
Oh. Well, yes, that would be true. Yes, the realm here does not allow that to occur. But
Yeah, that might take a little bit of tweaking, but we might be able to do the same thing there.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's kind of a mute point. I mean, everybody's wanting to make plans for you when you get out of here, but you gotta get out of here first.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to think ahead.
Yeah.
Hopes
So,
and dreams.
I kind of imagine it being like a conversation between Peter Parker and Tony Stark with the whole talking about the dimensions and stuff.
no,
Everybody-
it's Doctor Strange and Tony Stark.
Well, okay, well, I mean, there'd be two Doctor Stranges then, because we're both. You're right. You're right. I'm more the Tony Stark character as opposed to the magic based.
Okay.
So yeah, we're in the forge.
We're looking to lift your family's curse and to free all of this place. If you could assist us on getting to where we need to go, that would be much appreciative.
Well, I mean, if you can find a way of getting me out of here, yes, I will take you to, I am not sure why you want to see, Charles, but, I mean, I can take you over there.
Doesn't he know the particulars of this so-called curse you guys have on you?
I think that was the reason. Yeah, he knew the particulars and the family lore best, and
Mm-hmm.
that would give us an idea on lifting the curse.
So were you able to unlock this door?
Yes, he was able to unlock it.
Okay. Well, let's see what the issue is. If he can actually get out, or if we need to do something.
Okay. Sulax, were you just going to let carry him out?
Yeah, that was gonna be the idea.
Good.
If I can go out, if he could go out, type of deal.
Actually, if you carry him, he goes out.
Hey,
Okay.
looky there, you're.
He can't go out by himself. He has to be
Okay.
carried out.
Aren't
Welcome
piggyback
to the.
aren't piggyback funds so fun? Like yeah, whatever. Piggyback rides fun.
Well, yes. Yes.
Words apparently aren't.
I mean, you can keep working up there if that's what it takes, but if we get into any situation, I might have to put you down.
Late. Set you down.
I said put. I didn't.
I
say
know you
drop.
said put, and that's what you say to animals. You put them down. You don't know. We're not gonna put him down. You're gonna sit him down.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
I don't want you getting
little,
like the smite happy with the guest. You're trying to help.
Yeah, no, poor Becky. She went to the farm.
I don't even know who Becky is, but
Yeah, no, she went to the farm.
Is this a
probably scared her off with your tail.
one of those paintings? Right here?
Yeah, there are paintings all over.
Okay.
And actually, they're different than the first time you walk down this hall.
I love that. Yours like
So
Jesus
are
Christ.
they magical in nature then?
They're not magical in the sense of like a major magical item. You can see like the hair of the person blowing in the wind. If it's a woman, just minor illusion.
Okay. The one thing we haven't done that probably should have, as we're going by the paintings, I will lift them up so I can look behind them, see if there's anything behind them.
Yeah, there's nothing behind them.
Alright. Shall we mosey on down to the door?
I was curious. This thing right behind me, is this a door or a painting?
That's a painting.
Oh, okay, yeah, it just looked a little different than the rest. Was all.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll piggyback him all the way back onto the round door up here if it's still up here.
Yeah, it's
You get up here, and there is a round door.
Oh, Vanessa?
Lead
Uh,
the charge, or want me to
Uh,
check my?
Ask the boy to see if he knows how to make it go to the chapel.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you
Oh,
want
it
Matthew
won't.
to
This
lead
door
the
can't
charge?
go to the chapel. It'll go to the garden.
Okay, well, to get to the garden then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just open the door,
okay. Open the door.
and you see a garden.
Okay.
So is there something special that we had to do for that? Because last time we opened the door it was someplace else.
Maybe it's like a counting, ticking up. Like it only takes you to one place per, whatever Walking through, I hold on to him very tightly.
All right. Is there
Okay.
a spot we need to be? I mean, I can still zoom all the way out.
I think y'all can see this. Y'all are over here.
Nope. I see your pointer, but I don't see anything else.
Yeah, I just tossed out my arrow. Top left, or middle left, middle left.
Middle left, yes.
Yeah, but apparently Easy's not coming out.
Let me see if I can.
Either that or I've just popped out 3 and don't see anything. Nope, I
No.
don't see anything.
Oh, I don't see anything. Let me see if
There's
I.
a
see
Vanessa, I
anything.
think.
Yeah.
Try
Yeah.
again.
Um,
Zoomed
No, let me.
Oh,
pull
because
out
I'm hitting the
a-
wrong thing.
out.
I'm literally trying to move the Easy Finds thing out there, not the not the actual Easoid character. Yeah, I'm clicking the wrong thing. I'm clicking the notes and dragging it out. It's not working.
Okay. Yes, this is the arboretum, the garden, and you see above you is just an incredibly large glass roof over this place,
I know some people like to break those things.
and there is definitely light coming in.
Wow. You designed this?
Oh no! This was here before I was born. This is part of the original castle.
Oh, okay.
Do you not age?
No. And trust me, that's been a big problem.
Okay, so was this realm built around the castle?
Well, that would depend upon which member of the family you talk to. Some believe the realm appeared around the castle. Some believe we were transported here. Whatever it is, we are lost here. Um, Originally, it wasn't surrounded by mist, but I don't know how long. But at some point, we were surrounded by the mists.
So where's originally here? Where you came from? Do you know?
Where we are originally from, Glantry. Glantry is where we were, well, where this castle was built.
And what realm would that be in?
Well, I mean, Glantry. It was a country. I mean, I don't think many of us talked about realms. I mean, we had left a previous realm because they were opposed to magic. And so the family moved to Glantry. And
Yeah, is there a sort of check that can be made to try and learn like all about Glantry?
yeah, you can go on and try to make me a history check.
I'm gonna do a guidance on myself, and I'm gonna drop the dice. That dice is gone. 14, I think.
Okay.
12, 1, and probably 1 at least.
Yeah. None of you have heard of Glantry, but Charlotte, coming from Sigil, it is very possible this is just another reality that Sigil may have touched. You've never heard it spoken of specifically, but
So, shall we head off? Do we just follow the path to get to the temple?
yes, I mean the path will eventually lead us there.
Okay.
Alright.
I mean, I would suggest staying on the path. I mean,
Okay.
my uncle may be out hunting, so staying on the path would be a good idea.
Is he dangerous?
He's a hunter. He hunts whatever is here.
Congratulations. You're now on the
No,
hunting
actually,
species
he's
list.
my great uncle, but my uncle. I mean, since none of us can die, he will even hunt family members.
So he's dangerous. Gotcha.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Are you gonna open up the next area?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
closes off right here.
Oh, sorry.
Do you know what he uses to hunt?
Well, him and his pack.
Okay, that makes things even worse.
Uh-oh.
Is he a werewolf?
No, but he
He plays one on TV.
He is the leader of the Great Hunt here in the forest.
And the Great Hunt is...
Well, it's him and a group of...
And they just hunt whatever comes in here.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's gotten a lot of different things. He's gotten a lot of different creatures that have come through here to join this hunt.
Anything in particular we should worry about?
I mean, I'm not sure what you would normally
I think the
worry
best idea is just to stay on the path.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to grab him. He moved him just like clicked him.
Oh.
I will be looking around to see if I notice, anyone.
Yeah, I'll be looking to see if there's anyone spying on us, stalking us.
Okay.
As you're looking around, Easy's just falling behind Vanessa like about 2 steps, and walking exactly the same way she does, with however her cloak's laying, and just kind of imitating her.
Okay.
Because he's
So-
in one of those moods.
Good. Okay.
As you're getting into this forested part, you hear branches rustling on both sides of the path. You see shadows off in the distance in the gloom of the forest. Um, you're pretty sure one of the trees is looking at you.
I don't know how, but that tree is watching us.
I suggest you don't go pick any apples off of that tree.
Right over here.
Yeah,
do
that
not
tree.
cast fire on it then.
I don't know, but it seems like it's watching me.
Well,
Watching
let's
looking.
leave the area.
Well, let's
Stop
stay on the
messing.
path.
Stop looking at it.
Stay on the path and keep going.
I'm gonna. Let's see, Burton's.
Are you a friendly tree?
Stop. Just keep going.
Considering it's dark, you would probably suspect it is not all that friendly. I mean, the wood is dark and black.
It's not a friendly tree, I don't think.
Well, it's a tree. What's it gonna do?
Reach out and touch.
Well, it's just gonna tell us to leave.
No, keep trying to hit us.
Matthew says, as long as you're on the path, nothing in the garden can, or no flora in the garden can harm.
Okay. Got a question for you. Is there anybody in your family that maybe we shouldn't help rescue and free y'all from this realm?
Well, most of my family is insane.
I think that answers your question right there.
I mean, you must understand we've been isolated here for centuries, as far as any of us can figure out.
Vanessa, why
I
did you
mean,
bring
I
us
myself
here?
am not completely sane,
Not completely sane.
Yeah.
You're not helping.
but
Sure.
I
Well, maybe.
understand that I'm not. Well, I have been trapped in a 12-year-old boy's body for over 400 years.
And those teenage hormones must suck.
I think she understands it.
Well, maybe if we could get you out of here, we could find a spellcaster or something that could cast age on you and age you 10 years or so.
Or
Hey, I
in
would
your
just
form.
like to have a birthday, where I grow at least 1 year older.
Hey, we'll have that for you.
We'll throw you a big birthday.
Yeah,
Vanessa will
I'm
even
trying
throw a
to do
fireball
lots
for
of
you.
different things to while away the time, but architecture has been my best so far.
Sounds to me like we got one person only to
And
save out of this place.
Uncle Simon seems really intent on us continuing to build the castle.
So I got a question for
need
you.
to-
Nobody's
Yes.
bothered to ask yet. Those windows in the mirror that's in the hallway. Is that part of something you built?
Do you mean in the labyrinth?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Are there
Um,
places that you know personally, or that you've been to, or that has some connection to the original this place?
Well, some of them were built so that I could have, just a place to go. And actually, I think some of my relatives have also used it for the same thing, just a place to go. That's different than here. But then I also created a mirror so I could look into other places, but I can only see into realms that are really dark.
What was up with the farm? Shepherd.
Oh, I read a book, and it talked about shepherds and farming, and I decided to create a place that kind of mirrored that.
What was dark about that, though?
No. The windows just go to different rooms.
Oh, okay.
The mirrors show other places,
what about
actual places.
we found a mirror that brought another person into this realm.
I don't know about that one.
Mirror on a desk.
I don't know about that one. My family has created a lot of things over the years, or at least the spellcasters have. But yeah, I don't know about a mirror that brings people into existence.
Or makes an existing one and duplicates them?
That sounds interesting, but I'm definitely not responsible for something like that.
Darn. So I can't ask you where another one's at.
No. Wait, Vanessa, don't speed ahead too much.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
God
Because
bless.
I'm exploring, I'm opening up another area.
I don't think
Okay.
I've had a roll above a 10, well, 13. I should say.
Well, after seeing, you know, Dad and all that, I'm just trying to get out of here before he finds me.
You saw your father in one of the mirrors?
Well, not actual father, but
Insight. After prayer.
Strahd. After seeing Strahd, I was like, oh shit, it's time to go. It's time to get the hell out of here.
What was that man your father?
No,
Are you sure?
quite sure.
Insight check?
Yeah, insight checks a 20. Let me see my insight. It's a 22.
No, he isn't my father. However, my father. Where'd my notes go?
It's like he's not my father. Wait, so you're undead? That was an undead. The fuck you talking about? Calling him your father, not your father.
Where happened to all my damn notes? Okay, here we go. No, my father was part of his council before my mother-in-law killed my father.
Your mother-in-law. Does that mean you're married?
Or not my mother-in-law, my stepmother. Sorry.
You can still be married to your stepmother.
I'm the bastard child of one of the lords there, and I was hidden away when basically, let me go ahead and copy this all. As we're walking and talking, she'll spill the beans.
Okay. Okay. So we learn more of Vanessa's backstory as you are continuing around this path. As you were going through the forest, in this area, you do see lights off in the forest. You know, little motes of light glowing nearby. And you did see over here a distinct path. Up here, there was a distinct path going through the wood. And let me make sure that that's revealed better.
That's what your 20-something insight got there, Kurt.
Yeah, no, some Santa Claus looking motherfucker showed up.
I didn't bring him in.
I had to, knock on the door, had to check it. And it's just like,
Oh,
There you go.
no.
So there is a path that seems to go off into the woods.
We don't want to go that way, right?
we
Well,
want to stay on the trail, right?
Well,
Right.
yeah, he said
The
don't go in
best
the
thing
woods.
to do is to stay on the trail.
Whatever
Yeah,
you
it's like we're
do.
coming up to the temple, or
Sure.
another door anyway.
Cathedral.
Is this the temple place?
Oh, no. That
Chapel.
goes outside.
Oh, okay.
Or if you want, it goes to another version of this garden.
No, we're just
I
trying
built
to get...
5 of them.
Okay. Yeah, we're just trying to get to
Oh,
we need
into
to go
the
to
chapel and we're...
And he
end
said,
your curse.
Matthew says, you said you were Vistani.
Yes.
I've met a Vistani before. They said that they had found this place, but they didn't do well when they tried to leave.
Oh.
There goes that
By
theory.
the fifth step, he had fallen down dead.
So
One of the other Vistani with him said that they needed a talisman that they didn't possess.
We're so
Maybe
screwed.
that's what you've got.
Yes, that is how we were able to come here.
No, I'm talking about the one
How?
Yes.
the necklace from your aunt, or possibly something else.
And
You
I
haven't shown
will.
them the key.
No, I have.
No.
Well, no.
No.
Charlotte's seen the key because she went to.
We all saw the key.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But no one in there has seen the key. I have the means to be able to traverse through this realm. I have
Oh.
the talisman which they speak of.
How? Can I see it?
I prefer we discuss that after we leave here.
Okay.
And I will step away from him before any sticky fingers goes crawling through.
Truthfully, the sticky fingers are probably not looking for a key.
Okay.
Okay. He comes up with Charlotte. And I've opened up the next area of the pathway. Okay. Are you going to continue on?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just getting you up to the next area where it's darkened so I can expand from there. Let's see.
Did Easy get left behind?
Yeah, he did because he's busy reading.
Yeah. What you just said is what I was about to ask you.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. You alright? Better. Okay.
You believe that the Church of the Morning Lords are cults? I was just reading.
Oh.
Okay, give me just a moment. It will open more up. Dang it. That is not what I wanted to do. Do this.
But yeah, while we're walking, I would have asked Richard about, or not Richard, Matthew about Richard, all the cat folk, the Leona and all the cat folk with all the cat people.
Oh, yes. Yes.
What's going on with them? Are they family? Are they...
Well, he is, but he accepted a transformation to become Lionheart because his name is Lionheart, and this occurred after he encountered the Rakasha, the cat people.
Can I make a roll on the Rakasha?
They're not Rakasha, they're Rakashin.
Okay, Rakasha. I heard Rakasha. It's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Are they? How are they
Rashaka?
different from other races in any way? Or, like, they're just.
They're cats. Okay, no, hold on. I'm
Okay.
going to move Vanessa back to the start of this bridge. Let's
Okay.
move her back to the start of this bridge. Let's bring everyone else up. They're cats. I don't understand their language, but Richard does. But yeah, I mean, I've been able to watch them. I mean, all of us have the ability to see what's going on in the castle if we want to. Usually by a mirror or something else. But, he keeps to himself. My other great uncle, find him.
I mean, he seemed happy enough, but I just thought that was oddly out of place compared to what we've seen so far.
Oh, well, yeah, you have to understand, many people have come in here, over the years, and, let's see.
So did those people make a deal to become Rakasha?
Not that I know of. As far as I know, they came in that way. My uncle Claude over in the East Wing, my old great uncle Claude, he has a band of Lupins with him. They're dog-like people. You have to understand, things come in from lots of different places into the castle. Things find their way here. Okay. When you get to the bridge, Vanessa, you see... Hold on a second, let me get back to it. You see a bridge spanning a meandering stream. On one side of the bridge closest to you, you see a human with the head and horns of a billy goat saying, "Please don't eat me, Mr. Troll. My brothers, who are right behind me, are much bigger and fatter than I am." And then from under the bridge, a deep, guttural voice says, "All right, you may pass. I will wait for your brothers." And the billy goat man, it's not a satyr. The billy goat man crosses over the bridge.
Billy Goat Gruff. What's the name of it?
Yep.
I don't know how that's going to work.
So I step up. Hello.
Hello. Are you here to provide a tasty treat for me?
Yeah, Sulex is pretty thick. You could probably chew on him for a little while.
No, but I do have some rations if you want them.
Oh, okay.
No, I want meat, real meat.
Oh, well, that's none of us. We're not real.
Yeah, he does.
How you not real? I
Tink,
smell
tink, tink,
you.
tink, 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 tink. Not real.
We are all but fabricated beings brought into existence in this location. We are not real meat. We are fake meat.
Oh, but you smell like real meat.
We are not.
Or some of you.
I told you shouldn't have bought that cologne that said real meat.
I will give you heartburn if you try to eat me, just so you know. I'm not very tasty.
Yeah, that's what she told the dwarf.
Hey, there's only one way to find out.
You know, his brothers, the Billy Goat's brothers, they must be behind us coming here, so I'm sure that they will provide you the meat that you are looking for.
Oh, so you are not the Billy Goat's brother.
We are not.
No.
Sir.
Oh, make me a deception check.
Sure.
We're setting up your persuasion check because we're definitely not his brother.
Persuasion.
Sure. It's a 21.
Oh, yes. You don't sound like Billy Goat.
No,
Billy Goat has good meat.
we definitely do not have good meat. My
You may
boyfriend has good meat
Oh, we're your boyfriend.
in a different realm.
Oh. Well, you pass. I wait for brothers.
Well, my friends are neither Billy Goats either.
Well, they can pass too if they are not Billy Goats.
They are.
Okay.
I would not lie to you, good sir.
I don't think you lie.
Is that true?
I mean,
Yes,
I'm
I would
Billy
not lie
Goat.
to you. Let's go. Before he changes his mind.
Since you said you would not lie to him, wait, are you a Billy Goat?
Okay?
Are you
The
talking to-
pathway continues around.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you said you wouldn't lie to him about lying to him, but are you a Billy Goat?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm Billy Girl.
Sulax, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Just checking.
Did he step in front of a mirror?
Not
Who
that
knows?
we remember seeing. I mean, if he starts hugging on you, then we'll know it's not him.
So, like, you want a hug?
Remember how it felt when I smite you?
It's still him.
Alright.
I shook your hand, and I didn't wash it.
Vanessa,
Yes.
before we continue going, I'm not sure if we're at the temple yet or not, but you know, I did not see you cast that armor spell that you have on yourself. It would be probably with us walking around in here, probably be a good thing to put on.
Oh, yes. Good point.
Ouch.
Good point. Good point. Good point. That is. Puts me up to 22.
Jesus. We know who the tank is.
Yeah, you can stay out front from now on.
Hence why I start using Shadow Blade.
Okay, you are now coming up into a central area of the grounds here. And there is a large fountain in the center. It's circular, full of water. It has a statue coming up with different cherubs spewing water from different levels down into the pool. You have a feeling that the stream and the pool are somehow connected. The cherubs spray water again from their mouths. Embedded at the base of the fountain, you see the lid of a metal chest, and you can see that it is padlocked.
Which way's the chapel?
Matthew points up this way.
Okay.
Okay. What's up with the chest there?
I don't know. When I have not come this way in many, many years.
Okay.
I'm gonna say let's not play. The problem is if we go into water and something splashes us and make us drink the water, that we will be stuck here. So, I just think it's a bad idea for us to go play in the water.
Yeah, That's
Easy.
insane.
You don't need to eat or drink, right?
This chest right here?
Are you going off into the water?
He starts walking into the water, yes.
Okay.
Unless somebody stops him.
Start walking in the water.
No, don't.
Good.
No, don't.
Choose life.
Okay, let me.
At least just let us tie a rope around you.
Why?
If you start getting sucked away, we can pull you out. I
Oh,
don't think I got all my stuff from you.
okay. Well, he pulls
Are
out.
you not going in?
He pulls out a rope, ties around him, and throws the other end to Sulax. Oh,
Okay.
he's already stepped into the water.
Okay.
Before that was said.
Yes. When you do. Sorry, I have to find this again. Where did I put it?
I mean, Robert, you put it out there. You really wanted me to go in there. You know you did.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Well, it's nice knowing you guys.
Okay. When you start walking, the ground is really squishy, but it suddenly becomes a lot harder to walk as you realize something is clinging to your legs.
Pull 'em
Alright.
up, pull 'em
And
up, pull 'em
so
up.
now we will go into initiative.
Yay.
Oh, boy. What could go wrong? It's like, so far he's walking and he's just struggling a little. It's just getting deeper. It's fine.
Just throwing this out there. Should we get in this and then go into our break?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we can easily do that.
Because I definitely need to use the restroom anyway. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back in about 10 minutes, so don't go too far. And we are back from our little break. And Easy has stepped into a fountain that seems to be slowing his movement for some reason, as if something is grabbing hold of his legs. But he's already tied a rope around himself, or has anything happened before he's able to tie the rope and throw it to Sulax?
Okay. So, something is trying to latch on to Easoid. And let me get the cylinders to something. And we are going to start with the amoeba that is trying
The
to
amoeba.
now get Easoid. So, that is a 19 to hit
And
without dexterity.
I do see
You
it.
don't know it's attacking.
Okay, so then I won't know to have a reaction, right?
Right.
Alright, so then a 19 does actually do the job.
Okay? It is attempting to grapple you.
Alright.
So,
Eek.
I mean, well, with what this is, it has grappled. It does no damage this round. It has grappled.
There's something in the water's got a hold of me.
And the rest of y'all can now start seeing some translucent jelly starting to come up his body. So we are now out of the initiative, the
Surprise round?
the surprise round. So Sulax, you see this thing starting to come up on your little buddy.
Alright. Not cool.
Fucking pull,
Okay.
damn it. Pull!
Yeah, if there's a rope, if he was able to throw the rope to me, I would pull it.
Okay.
Try and pull him out
You-
of jelly.
Start pulling. Give me a strength test.
Ooh, okay. That's a straight strength is a 17.
You actually beat the horrible roll that I just made. So it has not yet grasped enough of him, so you start pulling him back, but you see now the entire pool is starting to move as something is undulating beneath it.
Not just moving, but undulating.
Undulating.
Alright. Then I will hunter's mark the undulating.
Okay.
Alright, so if
So
you want what's in
you've
that
got
chest,
Easoid
you
back
go
to
in the
you.
water.
So Easoid, what do you want to do?
Am I out of the water?
You are out of the water.
I'm
You're
gonna
on the side.
shoot the water with a firebolt.
Okay. The water sizzles.
Damage or no?
No. I mean, it's
Okay.
underwater right now, so the firebolt hits the water and it fizzles.
I don't think I got it.
Are you going to
Matthew
move
is-
away or stay there?
Utterly confused.
I'm gonna get completely out of the
This
water.
movie.
I mean, I'm gonna get off the edge. I'm not even gonna stand on the edge.
Okay. Charlotte.
Push two legs in front of me.
I ready a. Let's see, yeah. I will ready a vicious mockery is when I see the creature try to attack someone, I will cast it at them.
Okay. Vanessa.
I'm going to try this, see if it works. Don't know if
Okay.
it actually will. But I'm going to freeze the water.
Okay. This only gives you a 5-foot cube, so where do you want that? Right in front of you?
Hold on. 30 feet, 5 foot cube. Okay, so that's not really, that's just one little square, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, let's change thoughts on that then. I will go with, No.
Your favorite Arms of Hadar?
No, my second favorite.
Fireball.
No. I will cast Calm Emotions out here
Okay.
to try to encapsulate it.
Okay. Okay. It's
But
well, what it is immune to all charm effects. So,
well, fuck. Okay.
You learned
we
something.
come
new.
up to its turn, and you start seeing tentacles coming out of this. And the two first tentacles that come out, one go for Vanessa and one goes for Sulak. Let's see. So, first attack on Vanessa
22.
completely fails, and the one on Sulak's, an 11 does not hit you.
No.
Okay.
And you need to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, and is Vicious Mockery a charm effect?
Psychic damage.
Psychic damage is still vulnerable too. So, and it is a Wisdom save.
It does not say one way or the other if it's a charm effect.
It fails.
8 points of damage.
Okay.
That was a good roll for that. Rolled max on that mother.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. So we come back around to Sulak. You now see these translucent tentacles coming out of the water.
I'm going to use my bonus action to Vow of Enmity.
Okay.
So then after that, I'm going to attack it twice.
Okay. Okay, so your first tentacle,
The 26 to hit,
you hit.
and a 18 to hit.
18 will also hit.
I'm going to smite it twice.
Okay.
At first level.
Okay.
Fey Fiend Undead? Or Fiend Undead? Okay, then just 2d8 plus the...
Damage for the weapon.
So that's going to be... $32 points of damage total.
Okay. Well,
So Radiant.
no, the first damage check.
I rolled it all as one. So
Okay.
do we want to just say it's 16?
16 is fine. Okay, you cut through the first tentacle, and on your second attack, you cut through the second tentacle. You cut through the first tentacle and then the second. So the tentacles are now underwater. Or whatever it is, the body is underwater.
Oh.
But you were able to destroy tentacles.
I also
Or,
have...
to be more specific, pseudopods.
Yeah, I also have
Yes.
a hunter's mark on it, so
Okay.
it would have been 21-21 if it mattered.
Ezoid.
Ezoid can't think of anything with the fact that his fire hit the ground. Is it coming up out of it, you said?
Oh yeah, as it comes out, you could easily hit it.
Then that's what Easy's going to do. He's kind of freaked out. He's not seen any
You're
of this
readying
before.
your action.
Yeah, already a firebolt, so when it reaches out towards somebody again, and I'll hit it from there.
Okay?
Unless I actually see a piece sticking up out of the water now.
No.
I didn't think so.
Sulax just got rid of it.
So the next one that pops up, I'll shoot a firebolt at it.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what Matthew might do. He is still a little freaked out about all this. I should never close out a window.
So, wait, as soon as you close it out, you need it.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. He is also going to prepare. Or ready something. So when the next thing comes out, all the readied actions can go off. Okay, so Charlotte.
Same thing, and then as a bonus action, I give Vanessa a bardic inspiration, so that if she actually gets grappled, she has a way to maybe fight it.
Gotcha. Vanessa.
Okay. Let's see. This is a 20-foot sphere. So, just up to the edge, I guess.
Okay.
So I'd say right about here, since
Okay.
it won't actually hit us. I am casting.
I haven't heard of that spell. How do you spell
Hunger of
that?
Hadar.
Okay.
A dark portal will open up right around here, and I guess 10 feet in this,
Okay.
just before the edge here.
It fails.
Okay. So at the start of its turn, it takes 2d6 damage. If it ends its turn there, it takes 2d6 of acid damage.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Say that again.
Start of
At
its
the
turn
start?
takes
Yeah.
2d6 of damage. If it ends its turn within that sphere, it takes 2d6 of acid damage.
Gotcha. Okay. So, we go to its turn. So do your first set of damage because it's starting its turn in that area.
Okay. Just so you can. So
Yeah.
2d6, 7 points of.
This is
cold
actually a
damage.
good spell because it can't move out of this area. So, 7 points of damage. And it is not resistant to that, so. Okay. It is again trying to do this, but this time 3 pseudopods are coming in. 2 are going towards Sulax, 1 is going towards Vanessa. So, the one on Vanessa, I don't think a 13 hits you.
No.
And on Sulax, nope, and nope. Okay? And definitely Easoid, you hit, and for
Alright.
Charlotte, the wisdom roll fails. So,
7 points.
okay, so 7 points for you, and
15 points.
15 for easy. 8 of it fire, 7 of it is arcane firearm damage. So I don't know if that's. Can't
It's
remember.
force damage.
Okay.
yeah, but it still goes into this.
And then 4 points of acid damage if it sticks around in the zone.
Yeah, it does. It has no ability to move out of this pool.
Okay.
So you basically created an effect that is going to damage in each round. So we're only going to go through one more round of this. Sulax.
You're muted.
16 to hit.
Yes, you will hit.
11 points of damage.
You kill 1 pseudopod.
17 to hit.
You hit.
And that's, I forgot to add the multiplier. 11 more points of damage to the other one. The other one would have been 4
Okay.
more, but yeah, this one's 11.
Okay, that also kills it. So you kill 2 of the 3 tentacles or pseudopods that were out after. So, Easoid, there is still 1 tentacle appearing.
Alright, so I'll fire at it again.
Okay.
Sorry, system's running a little slow tonight because I guess the weather.
That's quite all right.
Yeah, it's a miss. 9. Well, I don't know. Is a 9 a miss?
No, that misses. That misses.
Okay.
And then we go to Matthew, who I forgot to actually do his. I'll just go and do those now. Where is it?
Yeah, you did.
Yep, he hit, and definitely did damage. Okay. That goes now to Charlotte. There is still a tentacle out.
I will aim for the one that goes after Vanessa. With my vicious mockery. So
Oh,
I'll
wait.
till.
I take that back. That tentacle is gone. So do you
Okay.
want to hold?
Yeah, that's what I meant. I was still gonna ready an action to whichever one attacks Vanessa is the one who gets the vicious mockery.
Gotcha. Okay, Vanessa.
Dodge.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I'll just step on back since there's no pseudopod, right?
Yeah, there's no pseudopod.
I'll step on back and let the spell do its thing.
Okay. So give me the damage for the first part.
Alright. First part. 5 points of cold damage.
How many
Okay.
points?
5 points of cold.
I didn't hear the 5.
Okay. Sulak, you're being attacked 3 times.
Oh no. That
A 22.
Well, hold up. Vicious mockery is going off.
Okay.
So
Let me see. It does not make it.
so you're at disadvantage to hit him with that attack.
Okay. Let's do the disadvantage. So he misses. And then the next one, he misses. Doesn't matter if he has disadvantage at that point since he misses. And he misses.
No.
Okay.
Just
Just
that
the
first
first one.
attack.
Oh, just the first attack.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you're 17.
Then the last
probably
attack
hits.
works.
Yeah,
So,
the 17.
The last attack hits you, and it does no damage this round, but it's starting to try to encase you.
Ooh, yay.
Okay, and then at the end of the turn, it takes 10 more. Okay. Sulak, you can try to break free of this.
Well, it's encasing me, so can it make a dexterity saving throw if it's
Yes,
encasing me?
It can, because it's a large
Okay.
creature. Or
Alright.
creature.
Yeah, as I'm going to breathe fire onto this thing
Gotcha.
for my first
Okay.
attack.
You also notice that where Vanessa had cast that spell, where that hole is, the water around it is icing up
Okay.
with all the cold. Okay, so what is his dex save?
14, let's call it that while I look for it.
It fails.
Okay, yeah, then I believe it's a 14 is the minimum.
Okay.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
And you have 3 tentacles out right now.
So that's 6 points to, well, if there's 3 tentacles, each tentacle.
Okay.
And how's the one looking that was encasing me?
It looks hurt.
Okay, then I will attempt to, do sword things.
Okay.
Would Hunter's Mark apply to that? I think it's just
Well,
weapon
actually,
attack.
you're not going to be able to attack. You need to try to escape it.
Oh, okay.
So
this
is he
going to
grappled or restrained?
That was one
Yes.
of my attack actions as a breath attack.
Okay, that's fine. That one you can
Yeah.
do. It's
Yeah.
moving.
My secondary
He
attack
is-
I wouldn't be able to do.
Yeah, he is physically restrained right this second.
Okay.
So, I need you to try to break free. This is an athletics check or strength.
Or, now hear me out. I
No.
Misty Step 15 feet away.
Oh, okay, if you do that, you're fine.
No, you can't do that. That's cheating.
I'm 15 feet back.
Okay, well, I just moved you away. But yes,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I'm just.
You Misty Step out of it, and that's fine. This thing has no ability to stop you to do that.
Magic I
It's-
don't use.
You missed your step. All of a sudden, the amoeba cast.
Fuck
Whatever.
you. You're
Yeah.
back here.
He's away.
Well, the one that would already grabbed him, I'm gonna shoot it at.
Okay.
That one might actually hit. Yeah, 18.
That will hit.
That's only 9 points this time.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Not really much else that Easy can do at the moment, so that's it. Actually, you know what? I will do a bonus action. And I will go
Okay.
ahead and bring up my cannon.
And help everyone.
Yeah.
Matthew will fail in his attempt to hit.
Y'all can have 5 for right now.
Okay. I'm going to go in and call it because of where its hit points are. If y'all just kind of step back, it can't attack you, as Thulex will now discover. And that black hole that Vanessa summoned is hurting it every round, and it cannot escape that.
So, hey, Matty boy, what exactly was that supposed to be?
I don't know. I've never actually gone in the water.
Good.
One of my relatives may have put it there.
Well, I mean,
Or it could have found itself here and just found this fountain.
well, I guess once it's done and Vanessa's spell is done, Easy will walk over and check that chest out.
Yeah.
By the time Vanessa's spell is done, it's iced up, so you can walk across.
Yeah. As soon as I see it's all iced up for him, I'll just drop concentration on it.
Okay?
Yeah, Easy will walk over and just firebolt it around the chest until the ice melts and he can get to the chest.
Okay.
Okay, it was a little bit of
is
work,
locked.
but here it is. All right.
Okay, it is locked.
Guidance.
Let's make sure it's not trapped.
Oh, okay. Because he's got his picks in there, and you say that he's like, all right, let me give me a second. Because I was about to roll the lock picking before I rolled the investigation. All right.
Would you like kill?
I'm going to use the guidance on that.
D4.
Would you
So
like
14.
kill?
Sure.
Cheer him on.
Yeah, you can look too if you want to.
Well, no, I'll come over there and try to help you, and
I'll roll.
you have advantage on your roll.
So you can roll the investigation one more time and just apply the 2 to it
So
from the guidance.
we'll just stick with the one I had.
Okay. You do not think it is trapped.
All right. Now I will, without guidance, since I don't have it anymore.
I mean, I can just boop.
It's on you.
Yeah, that's cantrip.
23 without guidance.
Okay. You easily pop it open. The chest itself is pretty much embedded here, so you're going to have to take this stuff out. And you fill your pouch with coin, but there is one other interesting thing in here. There is a large ornate silver key.
Silver
Key.
what?
Key.
Key.
K-E-Y.
Oh, okay.
Is it magical?
You're gonna have to cast that to you ritually cast it, right?
Yeah, but it lasts for 10 minutes. I don't know
Okay.
how long we've been.
We all have been kind of moving, but let me go in and tell you what's in here, and then so y'all can write it down. It's you find 3,000 gold pieces. The key you estimate is worth about 500 gold pieces because of how ornate and complex the design of it is.
Cool.
Does it
There-
seem like... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, there is a mild enchantment on this key.
Okay. I'll
Would
let
I-
people know.
Recognize it comparing it to my Electrum key.
Your Electrum key and this look very similar.
Okay. Once we get out of here, you might wanna. I might take that key from you. I think it's another talisman to get to a different realm.
Hey, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, one thing that you do notice, Matthew doesn't notice the key. He can't see it.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah,
Easy.
I mean, you waited in front of him. He's like, "What? What are you doing?" Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm just
Okay.
checking something. Stop in the name of the pond. Oh, whatever.
Hey, easy.
So it's gold and just the coin.
Silver key. And then, yeah.
I thought you said gold key.
Yeah.
So silver
Gold and then a silver key.
key. Okay, so the key is silver, not gold. My bad.
3K in gold.
Hey, easy.
Hey, shot it.
Did you check to see if it had any secret compartments?
No. Then he crawls inside it.
Yeah, no, you don't find anything.
He's like, all you hear is,
Lid shuts.
and then the knocking stops. And he goes, the knocking stops.
Okay, come on, easy.
So Easy comes on out.
No.
Okay.
He stays inside and gets locked away forever.
I didn't close the lid. I don't know who over there did.
I was being facetious, but I closed the lid. I didn't go over there and actually close it.
You didn't?
No, I was out of character. I was joking. I wouldn't do that.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay, never mind. Then Easy climbs back out of it.
Okay.
Appreciate that, Marcus. Ruining a perfectly good freaking joke. No, Easy would have quit knocking if the lid closed and cast invisibility, so that when you opened it back up, you're like,
He's gone forever.
It must be a teleporter.
Alright, so no, yeah, once you guys said you're ready to go, Easy will just pop back out. Since the lid
You
wasn't
should be
closed.
able to see the next section of.
Yeah, to here. Oh, okay.
There we go.
Now,
Ooh.
since Easy's
I see bad things.
I don't see anything yet. I see trees. We get over here next to you and find out. Oh, I see webs.
I mean, I don't see anything.
mostly trees of green.
Getting out.
No, it's still nice and dim. Everything's fine. I got 10 foot. All's good.
Oh, and here you should have more than 10 foot.
Okay, I have 20 feet.
Mm.
But he said it was lit in here, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
Everything's fine. It's okay. You guys are seeing stuff. I don't worry about it. Oh shit.
Okay. Yep, so you do see there are some webs ahead. And you definitely see things scurrying in the webs.
Let's see. Can I target? Nope.
Easy. Firebolt. The webs.
I mean, we want me just to firebolt it?
Yes, please.
Burn the webs away.
Alright. Do I need to roll an attack for that?
Hmm?
Do you need me to roll an attack for that?
Yes, you will need to roll just an attack. Just to make sure you don't hit anything else.
I gotta go back to where the attack was at. So it's here. Come on now. So yes, I will throw a ball of fire into the fire bolt into the webs and piss off the mother spider that's hiding further deeper in the webs.
What? No.
You hear a lot of scurrying, fire, fire, fire,
You guys just had me burn down a gnome village.
and you see over here. You see a giant spider. It's not that big. Come over here, and its front legs start to do something, and rain begins to fall, trying to put out the fire, and then it moves back.
Hello? Are you okay over there?
I don't know where that fire came from. I have no idea where the fire came
Fire,
from.
fire, fire bad,
Approach and
fire bad
can
from the
just
trees.
cast prestidigitation and put out some of the smaller flames, or no?
Yeah, you can do that. Prestidigitation allows.
And Easy will put his hands on his little hips and look at Sulex and go, huh, throw a fireball at it, he says.
Why would you do that? Why would you ever do that? That's so cruel and mean.
You see a couple more of these moving back and forth.
Ask the redhead kid, are we still on the path?
Yeah, I mean, the path is beneath us.
Okay.
Obviously, something has taken up residence here.
Ask the spiders if they're not freaking out still. Is it okay if we pass through your area?
Yes, but why fire?
Because he
Why-
told me
I
to,
don't
and I
know.
pointed at the dragon. It's his
I
fault.
can't cast magic.
You. Give me my ring.
We're
Give me my
not
spear
bad.
back.
We're not like the other evil spiders.
Where's the evil spiders at?
They're in. One of them lifts up its front leg and points over toward the area you came from.
Okay. Oh, okay, then we won't use fire. We'll just go through your area.
Oh, please. If you are nice, you can go through.
Yes, we're nice.
I mean, you're not insects, so we don't like eating things like that. We only eat big nasty insects.
And I'm assuming that the 10, I believe them.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know where there are any big juicy insects?
I do not. If I did, I would let you know.
I
But
don't
yeah,
remember
I mean,
seeing any.
There is basically a hallway of webs that you can walk through.
Okay. And so I'm walking through. I'll continue to try to put out all the flames and fire.
Okay. Oh, you definitely do. You see other spiders doing the same thing.
Okay.
They're using the prestidigitation and create water to just make sure that all the webs are safe.
Okay.
Bye!
Bye.
It's
Sorry,
nice
we
to
got-
meet you.
What's your name, by the way?
Oh, I'm Fixel.
Fickle?
Fixel.
Okay. Well,
Don't start with fire next time.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's usually polite to just start with hello.
Yes.
we
Yeah.
apologize.
I've never met a spider that could speak common before, so you know what? I'm sorry.
Oh,
by
you
the way,
must not have
we're,
met a lot of spiders.
by the way, we're trying to rescue everyone from here. If you want to come join us, I know a place that has lots of big insects.
Vanessa, hush.
Oh,
We're safe here. We're fine.
okay.
The big man with horn protects this area.
Roger that.
Big man with horns.
By the way, as we're walking, either roll every time, or we could say that we have your max hit points.
10 points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, by
you have
now.
your-
Yeah, by now I'm sure it's gone up to the max, which is what 11 now.
Thank you.
Okay. You are now in front of another set of doors. And
This-
Matthews says, this is where the chapel is.
Yay.
Appreciate it. Is there anything we need to worry about going into the chapel, or?
No.
Okay.
Is there multiple versions of the chapel?
There are a couple, but you should just go straight into the bottom layer of it. And give me a moment because something has happened to that map. It's not showing up correctly.
And we'll continue. I assume Silex will pick him up and carry him to the door just in case.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a few moments.
Mm-hmm.
So if you'd like to take another 5-minute break,
Okay. But
Well, it's down to 14 degrees here right now.
Is it? Let's see what it is here.
The low is supposed to be like 9.
Yeah, I got 14 here. It's supposed to go down to 11 right around 2 or 3 o'clock, down to 10 by 5, and be at 10 till about 7, or about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I have a container of a different banana-based mixture out there on the front porch right now.
Well, it should be nice and cold in the morning.
Well, I hope so, because it's supposed to be a, you know, like a three ingredient homemade banana ice cream.
Oh, cool.
You know, it's got the milk, banana, and vanilla, and that's supposed to be all you need, and put it in a freezer for like half an hour. But it's going to be in freezing cold weather all night long, so it should definitely be cold enough to be what I want it to be. If nothing else, it's, I don't know, what do you call that when it's like a sherbet but not a sherbet?
Banana slush.
Yeah, something like that.
And so by next Friday, we're supposed to be up in the 60s again.
Yeah, well, that's messed up, man. You know, yesterday or the day before yesterday, it was like, oh yeah, I'm walking out here in just a long sleeve. And then today, I step out to walk the dogs, like, ooh, I'll go back inside, put my jacket on. get my hoodie. It's cold.
I went out one time today to get something from our outside freezer, and I was like, I don't want to go to the gym today.
Luckily for me, the gym's in the basement, so my son had some workout equipment, and I bought some, so we've got a nice little workout equipment set up.
Cool.
Today was leg day, so that was fun.
So, is it the beginning of the year that the new movie stuff starts?
Yeah, I was supposed to go back to work on the 3rd.
Does she want to go back to Albuquerque?
Nope, sure
Does she
don't.
want to go back to Albuquerque?
Oh, I thought
I'd
you said
rather
something about.
stay here.
I thought you said something about quitting cold turkey.
We're
What?
talking about state.
Said somebody going to Albuquerque.
Oh, Amarillo, yeah.
Y'all see this area?
Black. Well, I see black. U.S.
I don't know.
You don't see
Oh,
that
Damn
area?
A word.
Try that again.
Oh, well, actually, you'll need to be out. So,
Okay.
Oh, now I see something.
Where are we putting ourselves?
I'm bringing y'all out.
Okay.
Yeah. Amarillo by morning, up from the San Antonio.
That was a year or two ago. We did our family trip, and my spoiled ass nephew wanted to go up to Amarillo because there's a 72-ounce steak there. If you eat it, it's free.
Right.
So we drove, 5 hours, 6 hours up there, and no one ordered that steak.
And no one ordered it?
Yeah. Yeah, he's the one that wanted to go do that.
But didn't order it, huh?
Nope.
Ooh, I would have been ticked.
Oh, we were. Especially since I was sitting on the damn floor of the van the way back. Because there was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of us in a 7-passenger van.
Plus, if it's a 5-hour trip, that's forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to get comfortable and go to sleep. That's what my partner does every time we go on or do a road trip of any sort. I end up driving just about every time the whole way, and he sleeps.
Oh, sheesh. I would. That's my problem when I'm not driving. That's what I do. Is I tend to fall asleep.
Yeah, we went to Miami to go visit his parents or his mom, and he basically slept the whole way down there and the whole way back. Only thing that made it bearable was I got to listen to my audio book. I went, you're not gonna get to listen to your music.
Is that what put him to sleep? Was your audiobook?
No, trust me, he'll be listening to his music too, and he'll just fall asleep when we're in the car. We drove 10 minutes down the road and he's falling asleep. It's just something about a car ride. I guess his mom took him around the block a few too many times when he was a baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, well, since everyone is back,
Is Curtis back?
I've been.
Yep.
I know, but you didn't say anything.
Yeah, Curtis just hides.
Yeah, you guys were talking, and I was eating.
you have walked into a large area that is the Amber Family Chapel. It's brightly colored. It has stained glass windows inset into the walls. The pews are made of intricately carved oak and have plush velvet cushions. The floor is a wood parquet, making a colorful pattern. The entire building seems strangely garish and lewdly decorated for a religious house. Lined up along the walls are 24 marble statues. The statues, while carved wearing saintly gowns, actually seem to mock saintliness. The sarcastic, leering faces of the statues all bear distinctive Amber family crests. Make me religion checks.
You say lewd?
Leering.
Okay.
That was an 18 for easy.
14.
21.
14, you said?
Yeah.
Easy way to have. Vanessa, okay. The religious iconography around here points to some type of solar worship, maybe a monotheistic concept, but you definitely recognize it. Ezoid sees it occasionally. Charlotte sees it occasionally. The stained glass, though, is really weird because there are things embedded in it. The iconography is just off from, I think of sun worshiping as Lythander. You know, the good, everything. That's what it appears to be at first, but then there are darker things hidden in the stained glass. And like the statues are, there are sinful acts kind of engraved into the statues. Like maybe where their hands are positioned, or how they're looking at something off in the distance. There's just this eerie idea that this isn't good.
Okay.
And as you walk, those statues are watching you.
Alright. They're watching
One
us,
seems to be watching a different person.
and they're touching themselves.
Well, some are. Some have, just, very strange hand gestures on their faces. A couple have goblets that they're holding up.
Charlotte, this might be a place for you.
What do you mean?
There's.
I mean, I see it's a religious place. I'm not very religious.
Well,
I just found a song I really like.
from what I'm gathering, it seems to be religious, but maybe if you throw in the things we enjoyed doing with, your boyfriend or the.
Why don't you just say it? I mean, we're all grown people here, right?
You're not grown.
I'm never going to grow. I made a medal.
You also notice that there are staircases over here.
I'm sensing sexual undertones in this religion.
Oh, see?
Oh,
Why didn't you
yeah,
just
I
say
saw
that?
some
They're
of that.
doing the nasty, just like you do.
So, is Bane, Asmodeus, are the gods that are from the town, are they got representations here?
Asmodeus does, but so too does Orcus,
Okay.
Grox. You see both infernal and demonic and abyssal lords represented here.
Hello? I holler out. Cause every time that I don't.
Echo.
No game night. No game night.
It seems to echo in this large chamber.
Okay.
And trying to see, can y'all see the two sides over here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you see the cross shape of the place.
Yeah.
Okay. And as I said, there are two staircases going up over here. Probably to the choir loft that you can see.
Okay. Where would your uncle be?
He would be in his office, which is toward the back, and he is pointing. Oh wait! You mean
Or whoever will come
he
to
stops he stops for a moment and says, "Oh, you mean my great uncle Charles? he's usually found in the library, and he points back this way.
Okay. Is there a doorway there?
Yeah, there is a doorway right here. Yes. Sorry, I was not on my marker.
Wait for the other people to catch
Select.
up and go. Hey, easy. There's a door here.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. When you go beyond the door, it goes into a hallway,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just going to move Vanessa so you can all see where she is if it's still dark.
No, I see the whole room.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see this whole area?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, it really doesn't matter if you see it or not. This is not like some of the other areas. Yeah, that's the choir loft over here.
Okay.
Okay. Matthew will lead you up here and says, "This is the library."
Need
Yeah.
wait for him to open the door.
I obviously did not scale this correctly, but he opens the door. And let me find it. As he opens the door, a voice from inside. Quiet, quiet! I can't stand loud noises.
Okay. And if he doesn't walk in, I'll walk in.
He lets you walk in. You are in a library. It is a small religious library. And there is a man there. He is dressed in a liturgical outfit. Let's see. The whole room is very shadowy. It's encased in shadows. Not a lot of light in here. Oh, sorry. And also within here, you see shadows seeming to shift and move. And there are lots of books in here. Please, shh, come in.
Hello, my name is Charlotte.
You are new here, aren't you?
Yes, we've come to talk to you about this place and see if you may have some information to help us get out of this place.
Oh, well, I do not know of a way out. But you are more than welcome to look at our books. Just be quiet. Oh, hello, young Matthew. I can also answer clothes if I can also answer clothes. I can also answer questions if you have them. As you get closer, you see that the gown that he is in, while liturgical, it seems to be a very thin silk cloth.
So do you worship the deities out there? Any of them?
Oh, we worship Manu, the all-seeing. But he has not heard our cries in many, many years. He says in a whisper.
I don't know if the rest of you have questions, but I'm going to go and get my magic going again. So I get away from, I'll go over here and start performing ritual detect magic so I can look through the books to see if any of them are magical.
Okay. The books do not come up as magic. You can see that he has a couple magic items on him.
Okay.
We're actually looking to maybe be able to break through the curse and free your people from this realm. I'll start talking his brain.
Okay, that makes it so much easier for him. I can tell you our family history, but beyond that, there may be something here in the library that could help you, but I do not know.
Well, I am a mistwalker, and I have the means to be able to travel between this realm and ours.
Oh, if you can, that would be wonderful. Many of us would love to get out of here.
Well, if you know how to round up everybody, we can meet at a known location, like the front door or something, and we can walk everyone out.
If you think that's possible,
Uh,
no one
my,
I know of has ever been able to leave.
I have means.
Well,
But I would like to look through your library to see if I can find any additional information or books that may be of interest.
you are welcome to them. Yes, you are welcome to look. I have looked through many of them myself, but I found nothing.
Okay. And I'll go through the books, see if any pop out that might be interesting to Orbrex.
Truthfully, not really. A lot of this is religious in nature. Also, a lot of family genealogy. Um, uh, yeah. Hold on. Um, uh, yes, please look. If you want to look around,
Mm-hmm.
tell me how long you're willing to look.
Well, he's doing the 10 minutes for his check magic, and I'll do another. We'll spend the whole 30 minutes altogether. Till
Okay.
unless folks are getting anxious.
Okay.
I mean, it may take us a while to go through this library, though.
If you want to spend time, that's what I'm saying. Y'all have all the time y'all want.
Yeah, I mean, we're stuck here.
Yeah, literally.
Unless you
Well-
want to split the party and some people investigate other areas in the chapel and some people stay here in the library. I mean, while you're sitting here, he goes off into the other room and lets y'all look.
So is there any
I think
books
we have
entitled "How to Break the Spell"?
Well, that's why I'm trying to ask, how many hours are y'all willing to spend?
I was going to spend the 30 minutes, 10 minutes for him to do that, and then 20 minutes just to glance through.
Okay, well then everyone give me a d20 roll.
Just straight D20.
Yeah.
15 for easy.
Then
11.
y'all don't find anything in the in the first hour, but you've gone through maybe a tenth of the books here.
Okay. I
Oh,
mean, there's plenty left to dig through. Why don't we keep digging?
Yeah.
Okay.
that's-
okay. I didn't know if y'all were in a hurry to leave.
I mean, we can't leave until we know how to leave, right?
Well,
Yeah.
and Robert, I am looking for books on Bane and Osmodeus and
Now,
the
Demon
top
Lords,
three.
you do find books that reference them, but obviously always as evil. These are things you must avoid. If you look into them more, as I think you're probably going to, give me an Arcana. I know your favorite one, but you might have guidance.
I will ask for guidance if you'll give it to me.
Sulax,
Are you muted?
he's
What's
muted.
up?
Would you be willing to give Charlotte guidance for looking
Of
over
course.
books of demonology?
Of course. Trying to figure stuff out? Yeah.
So Charlotte, you do find in some of these books.
I swear, I just tonight's rolls have been terrible.
Yeah, you don't find a lot in there. But go on and give me rolls for this next hour.
$13.
Do you ask for them?
Yeah, it's just a D20.
Not at this moment, no.
Okay.
It's just getting worse. If high is what is necessary, that is.
I'll tell you in a moment. Do I have everyone?
Oh, what am I supposed to roll?
The D20 rolls.
Yeah, I gave you 15.
And
You know
Ezoid
one?
also.
Oh, the
A
15 was
new one.
a new one. My bad. I guess I missed that.
Ah, Ezoid. You're going through books, and there's a page that seems to have been ripped out of this book before, or it's just a page somebody may have stuck in there. I'm not sure if you would be interested in that piece of paper.
Sure, he's curious by nature. He'll check it out.
Okay. I'll put this up in a post next time, because we're probably going to end soon because my voice is starting to go.
Yeah.
It says, to those who would be free, the secret that will break the curse surrounding Castle Amber and lift the gray mist is engraved inside the lid of Stephen Amber's casket. To summon the prince's tomb from beyond space and time, 4 magical items are needed. The enchanted sword of Solera, the viper circled mirror, the ring of Eben, and a potion of time travel can be found in Avignon, or Old Homeland. Touch the ring to the viper's tail, anoint the sword with the potion, shatter the mirror with the sword, and Prince Stephen's tomb will appear.
Ah, crap! We already destroyed the mirror.
Did we?
Is it?
I hope that.
Easy thought the same thing, but then he said it's not here. It's where they're from.
It's in their homeland.
Mm-hmm.
Their original home.
Okay.
Strangely, Matthew does not see any text on that page.
Ask his uncle if he did.
Nope.
No, but I don't think anybody here will see it. It's part of the curse.
Yeah.
And
But yeah,
can we
once again,
get
Easy's
that
like hanging the.
list?
I'm
Huh?
sure. I'm sure he'll give us a
Oh,
handout.
I'm going to. For the next game, I'll have it posted for you.
Perfect.
I would like to ask them about those magical items if they know about them or heard about them before.
Matthew says, I don't remember Avignon. Um, I think only the eldest here might remember Avenue. It's where the family originally was from, but we left and spent generations away from Avenue before this curse was leveled.
There's no.
So I don't know who. I mean, there might be references to them in more of these books or in one of the other libraries.
Yeah, Easy was going to ask that if there's like a map or something, being that it's a
Oh
library.
well, we can look in here. I do know that there is a map room that might have a map of Avenue.
Well, that sounds like a grand idea.
Well, I'm just curious if your castle here was originally in Avion. Wouldn't those might be here at Avalon?
Well, from what I know, no, our castle was not. In this castle was not in Avenue. We built it in. I just said the name and I
Here
forgot
in-
it again.
Ow.
What is it?
They were from Glanatry? Glanat?
Glantry. They were from Glantry. We built this castle in Glantry.
Okay. So, we need to get y'all out of here and then go to Avalon.
Avignon.
Avignon.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it must be the curse, as you said, that I can't see this. But, yeah, I know nothing of that land. But, as I said, there might be some references in here that deal with it.
Okay. The eldest among you, where would we be able to find him?
Well, Simon is older, but I think you really should speak to Camille. She refers to herself as Madame Camille. She is my great aunt. I think she lived in Avignon when she was a child.
Okay.
And what was
She
the name?
usually
What was the name of the
she
crazy?
usually has a presence in the the east wing.
Okay, would you be able to take us to her?
She hides a lot, but as I said, she has a presence in the east wing. We could find her there and talk to her.
And the gentleman we found here, I'd like to relay to him the info we found about the curse and.
Oh, well, I don't know where there is a silver door.
Okay.
Well, that might be because you couldn't see it.
Well, if you see it, please tell me about it. I know all of us would love to get out of here.
But it might not work for you that way. Anyway, so did the thing said there was a silver door to leave from here, or is that supposed to be in the city as well? Never mind. I'll wait till you give it to us.
Okay, so we're going to stop here for tonight, and
All right.
so I can rest my voice.
Yeah. Before we do get off, we did say for Sunday for some vampire, but that's before I realized I think Sunday is actually Christmas Day.
Yes.
So I figured people have things they're going to be doing, and I mean that's you guys can let me know for certain. I don't do anything on the holidays, so I'm always around.
Yeah, I will
Pretty
have
much
to
I
see what Sunday brings me. Whether or not I'll be
That's
good.
kind
No,
of-
no. Santa is what brings you things, not the day itself.
What
Yeah.
hardships and annoyances?
I know.
My
That's why I
family
was saying
brings.
it is Christmas Day, so I was wondering if we needed to just go ahead and let it roll by because we did it for Thanksgiving, and I didn't think about it being Christmas Day last week when we said something about it.
Hey, Marcus, liquor. Lots of liquor.
I've been sober for 7 years, so.
No, not you. Everyone else.
Well,
liquor
by
up
the way,
family.
Congrats on that, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We don't know for certain yet as far as what Sunday will bring us, but either way, I hope you all enjoy your holiday, however you celebrate it. And of course, we'll be back next Friday for some more continuation of this chaos. If you can't wait that long, we'll have something on Wednesday for some Torganized play. We just don't know yet what that's going to be. But stay tuned for the Torg Hype Tuesday, which may show up Wednesday. But just stay tuned for the Torg Hype, and Mike will let you know what's actually going to be running or what's going to be playing, or at least what Cosm will be in. And then we'll be back here, like I said, Friday. I still have some more Midnight Suns to finish and play, so if you want to keep on watching that, you're more than welcome to join me and collect those points so you can spend on the Chaos here at Consequences of Chaos. So with that, remember...
Speaking of points, sorry to cut you off. Did you notice what Frick did? Was that done?
All you got was easy for the pun.
Yeah. He redeemed DMG item.
When did he must have done that before he put in easy for the pun.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, I did not see that. I apologize. I guess I didn't have it up in time.
Redeem random DM.
And is that for
I'll think about that for you, okay?
is that for all or is that for individual?
Easy.
Easy.
Oh, just for easy. Okay.
The pun.
Copy. Thank you.
Gotcha.
And you can work on that and we'll find it in the library or something.
Yes, you will find it in here in the library.
Excellent. So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Remember, we're in this adventure called Life Together, so please keep that golden rule in mind and treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week, happy holidays, and hopefully a grand new year.
Bye.